Hello, everyone. Welcome to my class today. Today's going to be a Tai Chi for Arthritis class. This isn't going to be a full hour long class, but just more of a short demo of what to expect if you choose to sign up for my Tai Chi for Arthritis class, either um, in person at the YMCA where I teach, or if you'd like to do it from the comfort of your living room, you can do it on my website, which I'll include a link below, and you can sign up. Right now, my only time I'm teaching online is at 7 p.m. on Thursdays, but I teach during the day in person. Without further ado, I'm just going to get rid of this pop-up. There we go. Without further ado, we're going to start today's class with warm-ups. So the first thing I like to do in a class is just kind of move around a little bit, get the blood pumping. So the reason why we do warm-ups before most exercises is to get the blood pumping. So the blood rushes to the muscles and to the joints. So that way the muscles aren't as stiff when we do those bigger movements later on. So that's why it's important to always have a warm-up before you do any type of exercise routine. And we're going to come to a standing position. We're going to slowly rotate the head. Lubricating the neck joints. We do a lot of full range of motion in Tai Chi, a lot of fluid movement as well. So it's very good to warm up the joints before you do Tai Chi practice. Then we're going to go in the opposite direction. So this exercise, the rotating in the head, can be done with the eyes open or closed. Bringing the head to neutral. We're going to slowly roll the shoulders forward. And then we're going to go in the opposite direction. We're going to relax the arms. We're going to bring the hands into a visible ball, almost like you're holding a ball or a lantern. And you're going to come out to a diagonal direction with the arms. You're going to come back to the ball. You're going to flip the ball. And then you're going to extend the arms out. So we're just going to go from side to side. We're going to do one more time on each side. And then we're going to release. And then we're going to shake out. Also, click the like button if you see the cat moving around in the video. Haven't seen the cat all afternoon, but now I'm recording. That's when it wants to be the center of attention. Think that's pretty on the nose with all cats. So the next exercise, we've already warmed up the head and the shoulders and the arms. So now we're going to warm up the spine. So we're going to have the left hand on top, right hand underneath, and then we're going to slowly turn to the left. We're going to flip the ball again, turning to the right. So when you turn to the right hand's on top. When we turn to the left hand's on top. Coming back to center. All right, so this next exercise is going to use our stabilizer muscles a little bit. So if you want to pull up a chair or be close to a wall for a little extra stability, you can do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring our arms forward as we bring the left heel forward. So right now we're in a little bit of a hamstring stretch. So we're going to bring the arms forward, and then we're going to bring the left leg back. A little bit wide with the toe down. So now we're getting a bit of a gentle hip opener. So we're going to bring the arms behind, bringing the leg forward, and then the arms forward, and then the leg back. Also, if you find this a little too wobbly, you can always take an extra step in the middle and then bring the leg out. So whichever version you want to do. And you can always have one hand on a chair or a wall while you do this as well. Tai Chi is completely modifiable. One more time forwards with the leg. One more time backwards. Coming back to a neutral standing position, just giving the body a sense to readjust, reestablish your balance. We're going to do that same thing, but on the second side. So now we're going to bring the arms back and bring the right heel forward. Then we're going to bring the arms forward and the right leg back. Remember to have that leg a little wide so you get a gentle hip stretch. Also, having the leg wide makes it easier to balance as well. While we're doing this, a little fun fact about this form. This is called the Tai Chi for Arthritis and Fall Prevention. So this Tai Chi form is done in the Sun style tradition. We use the Sun style for Tai Chi for arthritis and fall prevention because it's very, very low impact. We're rarely balancing on one foot, and the movements are super gentle. Out of all the styles I teach, Sun style is probably the most gentle of all three. I also teach a Tai Chi for energy form that's a combination of Sun style and Chen style. And then I also teach Yang 24. And then we're going to come back to a neutral standing. So if you'd like me to create videos in the other styles, if you're watching on YouTube, you can let me know in the comment section on YouTube. Or if you're seeing this on Facebook, feel free to let me know on the comment section on Facebook as well. And also let me know if you'd like me to teach. Right now I'm only teaching Tai Chi for Arthritis through Zoom, but if you'd like to see the other styles done through Zoom, I'd be happy to oblige as long as there's time in my schedule. So let me know. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to have the feet a little wider. We're going to have the hands on the hips, and then we're going to slowly rotate the hip joints, lubricating those hip joints. creating space in the lower body, releasing a little bit of tension as well. Then we're going to go in the opposite direction. Coming back to center, we're going to bring the feet together. So now we're going to start to focus a little bit on Tai Chi principles. So the main two principles we're going to work with today are the principle of slow and controlled movement. So when we're doing Tai Chi, we want to do it in a very slow pace, almost like a sloth or koala stretching out to reach a branch type of pace. They are styles of Tai Chi that mix slow and controlled movement with explosive movement. Shen style is one of those styles. But in Sun style, every posture is pretty much done with the same pace. You also want to keep in mind that some of the moves are bigger and smaller, but you want the moves that are bigger to be at the same speed as the small moves. For example, we're doing something big and wide. You want that to be nice and slow, and if we're doing something subtle and gentle, you want that at the same speed. And it makes more sense as we go into the form itself. So the next exercise is going to warm up our knees, and it's also going to help us with balance. So we're not going to be balancing on foot, but shifting our weight from one side to the next or forwards and backwards strengthens our stabilizer muscles, which in turn strengthens our balance. So that's how we improve balance in Tai Chi for arthritis and in Tai Chi for general. So what we're going to do is we're going to step forward with the right foot, slowly punching with the left wrist, transferring the weight forward, and then you're going to slowly step back to a standing position. Now we're going to step forward with the left foot, transfer your weight forward as you slowly punch with the right fist. And we're just going to go from side to side, doing opposite foot to fist. This is going to wake up our balance and warm up our knees. And then we're going to do it one more on each side. Coming back to standing. So that's one of that exercise can be very relaxing. If you're doing this at home without the video, you can feel free to increase the length of time for that one. That one can be very hypnotic and relaxing to the point where you lose track of time. So if you want to do that exercise longer the next time you practice at home, feel free to. So we've warmed up the head, shoulders, hips, knees. Now we're going to warm up our feet. So we're going to bring our right heel forward, and then we're just going to point and flex the foot a few times. And then we're going to tilt the foot side to side. Coming back to center, bringing the left heel forward, and then we're going to point and flex. And then we're going to tilt the foot side to side. Coming back to center. We're going to shake it out. All right, so to break the form down for you a little bit, the Tai Chi for Arthritis form is broken into two parts. The first half, which is called the core movements, and then the second half, which is called the extension forms. So the extension forms are a little more complicated, and there's a lot more footwork involved with them. So today, since this is more of a beginner / demo class, we're just going to focus on the core movements. And we might not get through all the core movements today because we're not going to be doing a lot of big run-throughs. We're going to be learning the individual forms and repeating the forms by themselves. So, and then eventually we'll be doing the run-throughs. But for today, I'm guessing we're going to get halfway through the core movements, and then I'm going to call it a class. And then for future videos, I'm going to have full hour-long classes. Those are going to be posted on the website. But without further ado, we're going to begin. So the first move is called commencement. Now, it's important to note that in Tai Chi, there's a lot of styles that have the same names of the form but are done differently depending on what style. Yang style, for example, first form is called commencement as well, or sometimes called opening move. But they're done differently. So if you're used to doing Yang 24, this move is going to be a lot different just because it's in a different style. So commencement starts with the toes out, arms nice and loose, knees softly bent, shoulders relaxed. Now I'm going to demonstrate the move first, and then we're going to break the move down part by part as a class after I demonstrate. So this is commencement. And then you relax. Nice. So resetting. So first, we're going to practice the footwork, and then we're going to practice the arm movements, and then we're going to practice the form as a whole. So starting with the toes out, arms nice and loose. We're going to step forward with the left foot, follow through with the right foot. Nice. We're going to reset. Toes out. And then we're going to step with the left foot, follow through with the right foot, and we'll reset. We'll do that a couple more times. Toes out, arms and shoulders relaxed. Stepping forward with the left foot, follow through with the right foot. Now we'll do that one more time. Toes out, stepping forward with the left foot, follow through with the right foot, and then reset. So now we're going to keep the feet grounded, and we're going to work on the arm movement. So we're going to bring the arms up. We're going to drop the elbows down and back. And then you bring the hands slightly upwards and forwards, and then you go around, bringing the elbows back again, and then you release. So if you notice, there's this rounded part with the arm movement. So think of like a U or a horse shape in front of your chest that you're tracing with the hands. So it's this rounded movement. So we're going to do that again. So arms nice and relaxed. Bringing the arms up. Dropping the elbows down and back. Bringing the hands forward, around, down, back, and release. We'll do that again. bringing the arms up, dropping the elbows, elbows down and back, bringing the hands forward, up, around, down, back, and then release. One more time, bringing the arms up, dropping the elbows, elbows down and back, bringing the hands forward, around, down, and then release. Nice. Feel free to shake that out a little bit as we get ready to do the next form. So we're going to start with the toes out, arms nice and loose. Now we're going to do the form as a whole. So we're going to combine both the lower body movement with the upper body movement. So toes out, arms nice and loose. We're going to start with the arm movement, bringing the arms up, dropping the elbows, elbows down and back, stepping forward with your left foot, follow through with your right foot, bringing your hands up, around, and down, and back, and then release. Nice. So resetting, toes out, arms nice and loose. Bringing the arms up, dropping the elbows, elbows down and back. As you bring your elbows back, you're stepping forward with the left foot, follow through with the right, bringing your hands up, around and down, elbows back, release. Toes out, arms nice and loose, bringing the arms up, dropping the elbow, elbows down, back, and stepping the left foot forward, follow through with the right, hands up, around, and down, elbows back again, release. Nice. We're going to do that one more time. Toes out, arms coming up, dropping the elbows, elbows down and back, stepping forward with the left foot, follow through with the right, hands up, around, down, and elbows back, and then release. Nice. Feel free to take a sip of water or a drink at any time. So now we're going to work on the second form. So the second form is called open and close. I'm going to demonstrate it. It starts with your hands at heart center, but unlike in yoga where the palms are together for prayer, for open and close, you start with a little bit of space between the palms. And you keep the palms facing each other. And then we're going to slowly open to the width of the shoulder. And then we're going to slowly close and then release. So a lot of times when I'm seeing beginners practice this, what they'll do is they'll open, bringing their palms forward and then close like that. That's not what you want to do. What you want to do is you want to keep the palms together, or you want to keep the palms facing each other, I mean. We leave a little space between the palms, and then we're going to slowly open and then close. And when I say close, I just mean bring them back close together, still leaving a little space. So we'll do that a couple times. We're going to slowly open, close, open, close. One more time. Open, close, open, close, and then release, and then shake it out. So in this form, or in this open-close form, there's a tendency to want to rush it when we go on to the next form. But like I mentioned earlier, you want this to be equally as slow as the move before it and as the move after it. A lot of times I'll see people do commencement nice and slow. Well, that's a little faster than how I normally do it, but they would do it at a slow pace, and then they'll just rush the open close. You want to make that movement nice and slow and mindful. There's a lot going on behind the scenes for that movement. You're giving your pectoral muscles a nice stretch, as well as the shoulder blades. So you don't want to rob the body of that gentle and powerful stretch. So now we're going to do a small run through of the first two forms, commencement and open and close. So remember, each form is at the same speed as the one before it. So we're going to reset for commencement with the toes out, arms nice and loose. And then we're going to bring the arms up, dropping the elbows, elbows down and back, stepping forward with the left foot, follow through with the right foot, hands up, around, down, elbows back, hands in front for open close, and then we're going to slowly open, slowly close, and then release. Nice. So we're going to start with the toes out, arms nice and loose, and then we're going to bring the arms up, dropping the elbows, elbows down and back, stepping forward with the left foot, follow through with the right, bringing the hands forward, around and down, elbows back, hands in front, and then we're going to slowly open and close and release. Nice. We're going to do that again one more time, and then we're going to move on to the next form. So I think today for the demo, I'm just going to have 3 forms so as not to overwhelm people with a lot of information. So this is going to be a nice starting point for you to practice on your own. And then you can always come back to the video, and then you could always sign up for one of the classes if you'd like to learn and progress through the form more. So we'll do the run through one more time, and then we'll work on the last form. So the toes are out, arms nice and loose. And then we're going to bring the arms up for commencement, dropping the elbows, elbows down and back, stepping forward with the left foot, follow through with the right, hands come up, around, down, elbows back, hands in front for open, close, and then release. And we're just going to shake it out. So the next move is called single whip. Now, if you're familiar with Yang style, when you hear the word single whip, you're probably thinking of the Yang style single whip, which looks a lot different than Sun style single whip. Yang style single whip is a lot more expansive, very open, and a little bit explosive as well, because you're stretching the body out in multiple different directions. But this single whip is a lot more gentle and graceful. So I'm going to, just like before, I'm going to demonstrate it, and then we're going to break it into parts. So I'm going to start at the end of open close. So this version of single whip I like to call single whip looking left, because the head is turning to the left at the end of the form. But we do single whip later on in the Tai Chi for Arthritis form, but that's single whip looking right, because you're turning your body over to the right. So it's the same form, but just in the opposite direction. So we're going to start by bringing the hands in front of the chest at the end of open close. And then we're going to shift to the left. And then we're going to step out to the right. And then we're going to shift over to the right. And then we're going to release. So we're going to repeat that a few times. So starting at the end of open close, hands in front of the chest, we're going to shift to the left, stepping out to the right, shifting our weight to the right, and then release. Nice. We'll do that one more time. Bringing the feet back to hips width, hands in front, shifting to the left, stepping to the right, and then shifting to the right, and then release. Nice. So resetting, starting at the end of open close, we're going to shift to the left, step to the right, shift to the right. Then we're going to bring the hands forward, palms forward. And then we're going to release and reset. So we'll do that again. We're going to bring the hands in front, shift to the left, step to the right, shift to the right, bring the hands forward, palms forward, and then release. We'll do that once more before adding on. Hands at the end of open close, shifting to the left foot as you step out to the right. And then shifting to the right foot, bringing your hands forward, palms forward, opening your arms with a bend in the elbow. So I kind of skipped ahead a little bit with that one. But that is the form. So we'll do the whole form a few times, and then we'll add all three forms together in one big run through. So we're going to start at the end of open close, shift to the left, step to the right, shift to the right, bring the hands forward, palms forward, opening the arms, looking over your left shoulder. Release, and we're going to do that again. Bringing the hands in front, shift to the left, step to the right, shift to the right, bringing the hands forward, palms forward, opening the arms, looking over the left. Nice. We'll do that once more before doing the big run through. Hands in front of the chest, shifting to the left, stepping to the right, shifting to the right, bringing your hands forward, palms forward, opening the arms, looking over your left shoulder. And then release. Feel free to shake it out. Feel free to take a sip of water at any time. So what we're going to do now is we're going to reset ourselves to prepare for commencement. Toes are going to be out, arms nice and loose, shoulders relaxed. Then we're going to bring the arms up. We're going to drop the elbows down, elbows back, stepping forward with the left foot, follow through with the right foot, hands up, around, and down, elbows back, hands in front of the chest for open close. So we're going to slowly open and close, leave a little space between the palms. Single whip looking left. We're going to shift to the left, step to the right, shift to the right, bringing the hands forward, palms forward, opening the arms, looking over your left shoulder. And then we're going to release. Bringing the hands in front, shifting to the left, stepping out to the right, shifting to the right, bringing the hands forward, palms forward, opening the arms, looking over to the left. I think I messed that one up again. So we're going to reset and we're going to do it a few more times. Even teachers make mistakes. Toes out, arms nice and loose. Starting with commencement, bringing the arms up, dropping the elbows down and back, stepping forward on the left foot, follow through on the right, Hands up, around, and down. Elbows back. Hands in front of the chest for open and close. Single whip, looking left. Shifting to the left. Stepping to the right. Shifting to the right. Bringing your hands forward, palms forward. Opening the arms, looking to the left. And then release. We're going to do that one more time, and that'll be the class. So we're going to have the toes out, arms nice and loose. Bringing the arms up. Dropping the elbows. Elbows down and back. Stepping forward with the left foot. Follow through with the right. Hands up, around, and down. Elbows back. Hands in front of the chest for open close. Single whip looking left. Shifting to the left. Stepping to the right. Shifting right. Bringing your hands forward, palms forward, opening the arms, looking over to the left. And then we're going to release. And then we're going to do our closing sequence. So the closing sequence is a little bit different. So we're going to start by tapping the thighs, kind of releasing a little bit of pressure in the lower body. Coming back to center. The next two exercises are breathing. So we're going to inhale, close the fists and eyes, tighten the body. Exhale, release and open. Inhale, close and tighten. Exhale, release and open. One more time. Inhale, close and tighten. Exhale, release and open. The last exercise is we're going to inhale the arms up. Exhale, down. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, down. One last time. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. And we're just going to shake everything out. Creating space in the joints. Getting rid of any residual tension. And that is class, my friends. I hope everybody enjoyed the class. Kind of lower myself a little bit so you can see my full head. So there's more coming to look forward to. I'm going to post more stuff on my YouTube channel. On the Facebook page, I'm really just going to have the demos for the class to give people an idea of what the online offerings are going to look like. Just like you would if you were to do a demo class to interview for an in-person job. So if you're watching on YouTube and you made it to the end of the video and you're going to play it again to keep practicing, click the like button and subscribe so that way you get notified. Oh, and click that bell button so you can get notified when I upload more stuff. Doesn't happen as frequently as I'd like, but it does happen. So that way you're always on top of the new uploads. Also hit the subscribe, like button, and if you're on Facebook, follow the page. Feel free to follow my profile, and especially if you're on Facebook, hit the like and share button. All those are completely free to do the like and share stuff, but it helps out the channel and it tells me which content you guys want to see the most of. Also, if there's stuff that that I teach that you want me to make more content on, let me know in the comments section. My classes evolve 100% around student feedback. So feel free to speak out and let me know what you want to see in the future. Otherwise, have a great day. I hope to see you at my next class.